students, this is Carl from the Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning. In today's tutorial, we're going to look at using QuickTime as a screen recording device on your Mac. This tool is not available on a PC. We'll go over PC options in another video. Now, you could use this to make up for a snow day, or perhaps create additional classroom content, or a quick screen grab to clear up a muddy point with your students. QuickTime is one of the standard applications on a Macintosh. If it's not already located on your dock, you can open up your applications folder here, and you'll see the QuickTime player. Double click on it and open it. Now you can see the screen comes up here. You won't need this, so you can close on that. And since we've got our application, we can close on that as well. And if you go up to your QuickTime player and click on File, you'll see Create a New Screen Recording. We'll click on that, and down drops this little toolbar. Now here, we want to make sure we're getting an audio input into our microphone. You can see that each time I speak, there's a modulation on this gauge. Now, if you don't see anything there, click on this little caret, and you can choose the microphone that best serves you. Okay, here you could use the internal microphone. I have an additional microphone attached to my computer at this time, so that's why you see this Yeti stereo microphone. Just make sure you don't have none checked there, and you'll be able to see that because you won't get any modulation in this bar. So we're going to stick with our Yeti, and we're essentially ready to record. One other point I wanted to touch on here before we actually record is that if you wanted to add a talking head to your screenshot, you wanted to have a view to your students, you could also click on this window here, New Movie Recording, and you'll see that this camera view opens up in your computer. I'm just going to make a slight adjustment there. And you can make that as big as small as you want. You could add that to some point in your screen, wherever you wanted to make that happen. In this particular instance, we don't need this for this tutorial, so I'm going to go ahead and close that. But again, it would record this as it would any other aspect of your screen. So we're just going to close that down for now. And we're ready to record our screen only in this instance. To start that, we just click on this red button. We want to create the full screen, so I'm just going to click there. Everything we say from this point forward is going to be recorded. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on my PowerPoint, start my slideshow from the start, and start recording. I can go through each of my slides just like I would with any other aspect. I can go back on my slides. That's the really nice thing about using QuickTime in this way. No matter what I'm doing with my presentation, I can walk through it. Now, if I wanted to close this PowerPoint and walk through a website or any other application on my computer, that would be recorded as well. And once I'm done, I simply go up to the top here, this little circle with the square in it, I click on that, and it'll stop the recording. And you can play a little bit of that video to make sure you got everything. Click there. So essentially, everything we say from this point forward is going to be recorded. And I'm going to pause that there. Now, here's one other nice thing about this. If I go over to this edit window, I have this trim feature. And there was all that video prior to actually walking through my PowerPoint, perhaps that I don't want to keep onto my final video that I create for my students. So I can just move this bar here to the left. And once I've seen that change, all right, here's where I'm going to start my recording. And then at the end, I can cut off those pieces that didn't serve me well either. And I can trim that video just to the important content that I wanted to share with my students. A lot of that closing information or setting up information, they don't necessarily need. So it's a real nice way to kind of shorten and do a quick edit. And I click on trim, and I've got my video created. Again, you can see it. I've shortened my video here. Start recording. And I'm ready to roll. Now, in order to save this, what I'll come up here to do is go up to my File button, and I'm going to export as. And you can see you have several options to save. Higher quality is also going to create a higher file size. Now, I like 1080p, but 720 would be fine. There's not really any reason to go up to a 4K on this particular instance, but I'm going to go with a 1080p, and I'm going to just title this as test, and I'm going to put it in my movies folder and go ahead and save. Now the best part of creating and saving this as a movie file is I'll be able to do what I want with it later. And there it is. We've created a screen capture and are ready to share that video with students. I'm happy to go over with you at any time how to upload that to your own YouTube account, which is available to all UNE email holders, or share it in some other way. If you have any questions about this or any other aspect you're teaching, feel free to reach out to us at the center at CETL@une.edu. Be well and have a great day.